Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And I'm beginning to think that all this controversy around Captain America is actually about putting the film on the radar of the normies to get people to talk about it, even if it's negative, because like nobody cared about this movie. Now everybody's talking about this movie because of things that Anthony Mackie said.
Right, but he said things that make people mad, so it's not it's not really a win. They're doing it completely wrong.
People are like, "Oh my god, I'm so mad! Wait, there's a new Captain America movie? Oh, I forgot that. I forgot that."
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody cares. I don't think this is helping his case. Even though I saw media outlets running with, "Oh, it's going to do better than we thought." It's like, no, it's not.
I don't think it's going to. I mean, I could be wrong. We're going to talk about this because he has done another interview, and apparently in this interview, after those comments, the quote unquote un-American comments made the rounds, he's telling everybody to chill the F out. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh no, Red Hulk isn't Donald Trump. But didn't they reshoot a lot of that in the testing?
Supposedly, the rumor was one, they changed it. They reshot stuff because they had a scene where they were trying to kill Harrison Ford's character, like they tried to shoot Trump. So they supposedly reshot that. Well, okay, no pun intended, but if you weren't basing it on Trump, why would you have to reshoot that part, you know?
Right, and like other presidents have been targeted, you know?
Right, you wouldn't have to do that. And they said that there were other things that implied heavily that they were trying to parody Trump, and they tried to walk that back. That's the rumor. I can't speak to the validity, but that's the rumor.
So we're gonna talk about the latest faux pas. I don't know how. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know how this movie's gonna go. It is interesting to see all the damage control being done because again, we have the headlines like this. Captain America: Brave New World shows Disney can't escape the culture wars. You can't get away from it, guys. But then we have this where because the whole problem people are having is like, how can you be Captain America and be anti-American? And now Screen Rant puts out this article. They're like, 10 times Captain America went against America in the MCU and he was the good guy. And they've got that. But then I found this from a couple of years ago. Vox, of all places, Vox is like, Captain America was un-American in Civil War and I didn't like it because he went against America.
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the only reason they're taking this position now is they want to stick it to the chuds. But, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, Captain America was the bad guy because he went against America. Mm-hmm. So that's that. I thought that was kind of interesting to see how the narrative is
whether he goes against America or doesn't go against America. The fact remains, no one cares about this movie. That's not going to change anything. You can you can debate this to the cows come home. I don't think people care, and if it does make an increase, it's only because people disregard about it until it came up in discussion. But I think the comments were going to work to their detriment, not help.
Yeah. So let's. It's every time somebody from this production opens their mouth, you can hear the money. You can hear the money flying out the window. Just stop it, Disney. Just stop it. Before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to clownfishminus.com. Help support the Reef. You can buy some merchandise. You can join the Reef here on YouTube and locals as well. And also, we have a micro campaign up on Kickstarter right now for some shadow binders, hard enamel pins. You can check that out as well. Let's come from Variety. Anthony Mackie says, chill the F out over comparing Red Hulk to Donald Trump, responding to a fan who called him the rudest celebrity. I remember that people were like, he was pumping gas and I went to talk to him and he told me no. He said no. People actually say, I've heard multiple stories that Anthony Mackie is not very approachable. But to be fair, do you want people harassing you if you're just, getting gassed? Keanu Reeves, who's nice, they harassed him at the mall and he told them to get bent.
Meanwhile, you have Mel Gibson, his house burned down and he was trying to put air in his tire and some guy was like sticking a camera in his face and he was nice to him about it. So I guess it depends on the day. It just depends on the day.
Oh, God. So anyway, he said, let's see, what was this from? Esquire magazine. So they're doing the promotion for this.
But I gotta wait before you get to what he said about the movie. I gotta read the beginning part because I read this and I was like, this tells me everything you need to know. You ready?
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie told Esquire that the doing Captain America is my Oscar because I've been overlooked so many times in my career. This is what he said. He said there's at least 4 performances that he did that deserved award nominations, and he didn't get them. Brother to Brother, Half Nelson, The Banker, and The Hurt Locker. And he was snubbed every time. So making Captain America Brave New World is his Oscar moment. I'm like, okay, right there. Right there. You lost me. Because you just sounds like you're like a whiny little... This is my Oscar moment because no one else recognizes my sheer talent. And all the times I've been snubbed for an Oscar that I should have had. I'm like, well, right off the bat, right now, if you didn't lose me before, you just lost me now.
Yeah, this is not helping your case. I mean, even if his comments were taken out of context, he strikes me as being very arrogant. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he says the expectations of what comes along with this role is something that nobody talks about.
Well, that's probably true.
Nobody really acknowledges the mental jousting that takes place. When I walk out of this hotel, I don't walk out of this hotel as Anthony Mackie. I walk out of this hotel as Captain America.
God. And that is my Oscar.
This is like a parody. This is like Birdman or something. This is like a parody. Wow. Well, he is kind of Birdman. He's got wings, but like, damn. Mackie said Brave New World is literally the best movie it can be. Well, after how many reshoots?
Right.
Yeah.
It's literally the best movie it can be. It does not mean it's good.
It stays in the lines of Marvel. It stays in the lines of Captain America. It's fun and it's big. But one thing the actor is not looking forward to is the politicization of the Marvel tentpole. After all, Brave New World stars Harrison Ford as the president who transforms into the Red Hulk. Comparisons to Donald Trump were likely inevitable and have already become a regular thing online prior to the movie's release.
Well, it's not. He's not Orange Hulk. Yeah, exactly.
Orange Hulk smash. With tiny little hands. I hope as a country we're tired of all the political jousting. Yes.
He likes the word jousting. It's his new favorite word.
He should get an Oscar for that. Let's just go to the movies and chill. Right? Let's just go to the movies and chill the fuck out. Okay. We could have made this motherfucker yellow and it would have been a problem. Oh my God. Yes, it would have been. Call him.
No matter what color you make him, it's a problem. No, but look, the rumor is that they had to do reshoots because of an attempted assassination scene. And here's my thing. You're worried it's going to be people are going to connect it to a Trump thing too much. But then why would they if you weren't trying to parody Trump? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is his side of the story from it. He brings that up, that the gas story. We heard the gas story, right? Mm-hmm. He said one of the stories that went viral on social media, calling him the rudest celebrity, was told by a young woman who claimed that Mackie once pulled up in a huge effing truck next to her at a gas station, started smoking a cigar, and then rejected her when she tried to engage with him as a fan. Mackie recalls the interaction differently. He was already having a bad week. Someone had recently found his phone number, 120 missed calls, AI death threats. He pulled into the
How do you know they're AI death threats?
Well, I'd hope they're AI death threats.
No, but how would you know? How did you know they were AI?
Maybe he's got somebody looking into it. I mean, you probably do if you're getting threats.
I don't know.
Like
it's awfully weird. Go ahead.
He pulled into the gas station. This woman jumps out of her car, and I simply looked at her and said, no, he recalls. Plus, he adds another hole in her story. What idiot smokes next to a gas pump? Zoolander.
Yeah, right. Well, he was probably practicing. He was upset, and he was practicing for his other Oscar-worthy performance that he will get snubbed for because, he is just so phenomenal of an actor, but no one notices. So this is his Oscar moment because when he leaves that hotel, he is Captain America.
Yeah. They do bring up in the article, I guess, that Brave New World has been plagued with reshoots, rewrites, and delays.
He said it's the best movie it can be. It's not say it's good.
Has anyone been, I'm trying to think, has anyone actually been nominated for an Oscar that's been in a Marvel movie as Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know.
It's top of my head. I don't know.
They usually don't, but then they get usually for like effects and costuming and stuff like that. They might have. I don't know. I don't pay attention because I think I don't pay attention to that stuff because I think it's all a bunch of celebrities just blowing each other, and that's basically what it is.
So this is coming from Outkick. They said he's trying to avoid making it political. I think he got talking to. I think he got talking to by Mickey Mouse.
That's what I think. I think he's trying to like walk it back sternly because he probably got told, yeah, you need to stop talking.
So the problem is, though, for Disney and for Marvel and the entertainment industry at large, is they're the ones who actually made it political. Yeah, because even the old Captain America movies, the 10-year-old Captain America movies, the original Captain America movies, yeah, they were political, but you never felt like you were being hit upside the head with it, right? I don't know. But yeah, it said starting in 2016, accelerating in and after 2020, they incorporated further left-wing progressive messaging into every story, including the Falcon, the Winter Soldier. And that's the thing too. Like,
yeah, they did.
People watch that show and they're going to be like, well, this is basically the follow-up to that show. And that show was super political. So
here's the thing. I don't think many people watch that show. I mean, it did okay, given that it was one of the early ones, but I think apples to apples, most people didn't even watch it. And I think a lot of the reason, whether it's political or not, a lot of the reason I don't think there's much demand for this is because people didn't watch that show and they just don't care. They didn't care then. They don't care. They care even less now.
Yeah. I just think I don't think there's any way to, especially when you're talking about a character like Captain America. And, we said before in the other videos, like Captain America has always been political. You can't sit there and say Captain America in the comics or in the movie has not been political. But the difference is I never got the impression that Captain America hated Americans or hated that, you know what I'm saying? It was, I mean, he didn't agree with the direction America was going in sometimes, government and whatever. But everything's gonna be a lightning rod, and just right now, regardless of what his intention was, that probably if you're trying to salvage a box office was not the smartest thing to say.
No,
but it's not his money,
right? I'm sure he got a talking to, and that
I'm sure
it's not about Trump. Stop making it about Trump.
Wouldn't it be funny though? I mean, it would be absolutely ridiculous if they weren't even hiding it. Like, oh my God, he's big, he's orange, he's got weird hair and tiny hands. He's clearly done.
I know, right?
With tiny hands.
Apparently, they supposedly walked it back. Whenever they were were trying to line. Yeah, they were trying to line. The rumor is they walked it back. Like I don't know if that's true, but that's what the rumors are.
So there we go, guys. Disney trying to save the box office. I don't know how it's gonna do. I really have no interest. I got bored like 2 episodes into the show. So I have no interest in watching this, but if you go see it and you enjoy it, good for you, I guess. I don't really care. We'll see. The only one I have any interest in remotely is Fantastic Four, and depending on how the trailer is. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.